When Cameron Robinette walked into Stephanie Lucas's life, she saw stars.
It was honestly a love at first sight.
Just this past December, Cameron popped the question. Cameron was looking for homes for their new life in California when he was in a bad motorcycle accident. Though heartbroken, Stephanie wasn't ready to let go of their future.
On child, so if that's possible, and I didn't know if it was.
Well, it was. With both sets of parents on board, Stephanie started a GoFundMe page to raise the $6,000 for the procedure. These unique procedures can be polarizing. Dr. Al Borhan is a Phoenix urologist who says usually both parties give consent. But in cases like this, with one person on life support, the patient's parent can give permission, and the sperm will stay healthy.
I'm back with Sam, Anahita, Heather, and Spirit. This is our most tweeted story of the day. This procedure that this doctor was talking about involves harvesting sperm from Stephanie's fiancé, who was declared brain dead after a motorcycle accident. She had a goal of raising $6,000 on a GoFundMe site for the procedure. She received over $7,000 in just 1 hour. And Sam, it did not stop there, did it?
Oh, no, it did not, Dr. Drew. So just in 7 days, Stephanie's GoFundMe site raised over $13,600. Her title for the GoFundMe page is, quote, "A baby with my deceased fiance." It had over 1,500 shares. But I think we should also note that this has created a lot of controversy. Critics call it sad, a misguided attempted way to keep her dead fiance alive.
And because she got more than just the sperm harvesting procedure, she's going to use that money for, like, the fertility treatment and other things too, right?
Well, first she said that it would go to his family to help with the funeral costs, and then any leftover money would help her for fertility treatment.
All right, let's go to the panel. Spirit, what do you think about Stephanie's plan?
You know, I think that it's just a heart-wrenching story, but I support it. I support
You think it's a good idea?
Both of the families are on board. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Where are you with
would
this?
never want to think. It's horrible.
Well, if she was my daughter, I would really not want her to do this.
Why?
But because I just think she's almost stopping her life with the death of her fiance. Now, I know she probably can't think of anything else. And I guess if my daughter was coming to me crying, "Please, Mom, support me in this." But I really just think it's like a huge mistake. She's taking on not only being a single mother, but then this whole, it would be very hard for another man to step in. Not only is he stepping in with another man's child, but that she went through these lengths after her fiance died to have his baby. I just think it's would be an extremely hard thing to get over and to find another love.
All right, the score is split on Anahita. Where do you come down on this?
I think this is just so wrong, Dr. Drew, on
wrong
every
with a capital W?
level.
Like morally wrong or something?
With a capital W.
Why?
Because here's the thing, there's no evidence that this guy consented to this. Just
Yeah,
because
but
he
both
wants...
sets of families consented to it.
It doesn't
both
matter.
Four parents did.
It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about the legality of it. Maybe that makes it legal, but this is just so wrong because just because he wanted to have a child with her when they were married doesn't mean that he would have been okay with him having his sperm taken out of him when he's dead.
So what's going to happen? Is he going to come back and complain? Is he going to come back and sue her?
Interesting.
What's going to happen here?
It doesn't matter. We're not talking about the legality, but why would any mom knowingly take the right of a biological father to raise his child? I mean, I'm not putting down single mothers.
Because the biological grandparents,
for doing everything that they do to support their kids and raise their kids, but study after study, Dr. Drew, and you can attest to this, proves that children just do better when they are raised by two parents in a two-parent household.
Well, but maybe she get married and you have another parent. Maybe she can give her a chance to develop that with his genetic material.
But I mean, should this be included in that little pink stamp that you get on your driver's license? Like, I will give my eyes, my kidney, and my sperm. I'll give my ovaries. I'm a pretty smart girl that still has good ovaries. Can someone have my? I mean, it's just like
I do think it counts as organ donation.
But I mean, I'm saying, but it is kind of. That's what I'm saying. I do believe I knew of a case. A girl I went to college with. Her husband was going through cancer treatment. So before he did chemo, they took the sperm, and they had an understanding.
But not with the expectation that he's going to die necessarily. The understanding is that.
But when he was dying, then they had the agreement. Yes, I will use the sperm and have these babies, and he wanted it. And the parents wanted.
He consented.
Yeah, I agree that he doesn't have any say.
All right, Sam, what do you think?
Heather brought up an interesting point. She's speaking the language of our viewers because Stephanie tweeted in, "How is this much different than donating organs?" That's a good question. I mean, where do you stand in all this?
I actually am moderately in favor of what this woman is doing, Anahita. I think the problem I'm going to bring up with the Behavior Bureau is that this may be sort of an attempt to divert grieving. Because it's interesting, a tweet came up a few seconds ago, I don't know if the audience saw that, where Well, put it up again where a woman said she had been through that, and the family, the parents said, I wish you were pregnant, because then we have something that represents him. There it is right there from Tori.
Yes.
And that is maybe not fair, as Anahita's saying, to the deceased, but it is something that is not unreasonable, and probably the deceased would have been cool with it.
It's not unreasonable, Dr. Drew. As a physician, how could you take that position?
Because I
how
can
could
take
you
it.
say that?
I can say it because it is the wishes of the people that have certain power of attorneys, do they not? In this case, it is a viable technology. It makes certain people happy without harming others. I agree with you. The two parents is an important piece.
I disagree that it's not harming others, though.
A dead person?
Yeah, well, this is it. I totally sympathize with this woman, but it seems to me she's putting her needs before the needs of this future child. She's
disagree.
22 years old.
I disagree. Hang on,
She
Spirit,
doesn't
back me
even
up.
have $6,000 to pay for
I
this
totally
procedure.
disagree.
How
I
is she
totally
gonna
disagree. And
financially raise this
clearly,
child?
you know why? Because she clearly has the support of both families. I
Where
think
was
that
the
this child is going to be
$6,000?
raised in an extremely
Where was
loving
the
environment.
$6,000?
Finances does not talk about support and love and emotional connection. Clearly, they
that's
can't
the
afford it,
reality
but
of
that's a
raising
different
children these
story.
days.
You know what? But that's only one part of it. It's a lot more
The
than
main
money
part
that it
of it.
takes
So-
to raise
so
a
Counselor-
single
You're
child.
not
And that's
Counselor, are you
a
making
whole
the
lot of
case?
single mothers right now.
Counselor, you're making
A
the
whole
case
lot.
that poor people should not have children, not be allowed to have children. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. Dr. Drew, that is not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Don't misconstrue. What I'm saying is you have to make a wise decision. I think part of being a parent, you have to take into consideration that all the love in the world is not going to pay the bills. She's 22
So
years
tell
old.
that to all the divorced parents of the world.
Do
Come
you have
on.
something else here, Sam?
Tell that to all the divorced parents of the world.
Hold on, guys.
I have a lot of tweets, Dr. Drew, but guess what? They are split down the middle. I see people in favor of it. I see people thinking it's wrong with a capital W
I'll
and
tell
an
you what.
exclamation
Well, I
mark
don't
like
know
on
what the
it.
moral argument is against this, but Anahita, I'm glad you have your supporters. But let's take a poll. We're going to put a poll. We'll put a poll on our Facebook page. Do you think this woman should be able to collect her dead fiance's sperm, or should anyone be allowed to do so? Take the poll again on our Facebook page. And later, the drama surrounding Mama June's family. We are going to get into it again tonight. It has made international news. What